Here is one bug written twice. In C++, it hands an attacker your machine. In Rust, it just crashes. That is the story of 2026. C++ is not just old, it is a liability now, and the biggest tech companies are done with it. One kind of mistake causes most of it: memory safety bugs, the slips that C and C++ let you make. Microsoft counted. 70% of the security holes it has patched since 2006 come from that single bug class. Google counted too. On Android, 76% of the worst vulnerabilities were the exact same thing, so they stopped just patching. They started switching the language underneath to Rust, and it worked. Google watched Android memory bugs fall from 76% to under 20, a first. Microsoft said it plainly: eliminate every line of C and C++ from the company by 2030. Then the US government set a deadline: publish a plan to drop memory unsafe code by January 2026, and this may be the largest forced language migration systems programming has ever gone through. So here's the real question: is C++ actually finished? Short answer, no, but it is on notice. Let me show you exactly how we got here. Start with what memory safety even means. In C and C++, you manage memory by hand. You ask for a chunk, you use it, and you are trusted to free it at exactly the right moment. Miss that moment, and you have opened a door. A use after free, a buffer overflow, a hole an attacker climbs straight through. And this is the uncomfortable part. It is not a beginner problem. The best C++ engineers on the planet, at Microsoft and Google, with decades of practice, still ship these bugs, because the language hands you a loaded gun and asks you to be careful forever. Forever is a long time, and the numbers refuse to move. Chromium, the engine behind Chrome, audited 900 of its worst security bugs. Around 70% were memory safety, and half of those were one specific flavor: use after free. Same story at Microsoft, the same 70% holding steady for 20 straight years. And you have probably felt one of these without knowing it. Heartbleed, the bug that leaked passwords and private keys across half the web in 2014, was a memory safety bug in C. A single missing check on how many bytes to read. That one mistake in that one language put the whole internet on alert. Now look at how hard they fought it. Address sanitizers, Valgrind, Fuzzers running across thousands of machines, static analyzers screaming at every commit. Millions of dollars and decades of tooling, and the rate of memory bugs barely budged. You cannot tool your way out of a language design. That is the whole case against C++ in one line. Careful engineers are not the fix, because the language allows the mistake to exist in the first place. The compiler happily accepts code that will corrupt memory while it runs, and only your users find out. Rust makes a different deal. A part of the compiler called the borrow checker tracks who owns each piece of memory and when it gets freed. Break the rules and your code does not compile. Not a warning, a hard stop. And it pulls this off with no garbage collector, at the same speed as C++. That last part matters, because a garbage collector is a non-starter in a kernel or a device driver. Rust gives you the safety without the tax. Google handed us the cleanest proof, and it is not what you would guess. They did not rewrite Android. There are tens of millions of lines of C and C++ in there, and touching all of it would take a decade nobody has. Instead, they made one rule. The rule rests on a simple observation. New vulnerabilities come from new code. Old code that has run for years is already battle-tested. So Google left the aging C++ alone and wrote all the new code in Rust. They call it safe coding. Fix the inflow, and the flood dries up on its own. Then they published the graph, and it is stunning. In 2019, memory safety was 76% of Android worst bugs. Year after year it dropped. And in 2025, it fell below 20% for the first time in Android history. In raw counts, 223 of these bugs in 2019, under 50 last year. The density number is the one that made people stop scrolling. In the same codebase, the old C and C++ code averaged about 1,000 memory bugs per million lines. The Rust code came in around 0.2. That is roughly 1,000 times safer, measured inside the same building. And this is the part the spreadsheet people love. Rust did not only get safer, those changes had 4 times fewer rollbacks, spent 25% less time in code review, and needed about 20% fewer revisions, safer and quicker to ship at once. That combination is why this stopped being a debate. The headline result is almost hard to believe. Across all that new Rust in Android, the number of memory safety vulnerabilities is effectively zero. Not lower, not improved. Gone as a whole category. Microsoft attacked from the opposite direction, straight into the scariest code they own, the Windows kernel. specifically Win32k, the ancient graphics layer that has leaked privilege escalation bugs almost every single month for years. Their CTO, Mark Russinovich, described it perfectly on stage. It was like an underground oil reservoir, leaking a few drops at a time, steadily, on and on. You never plug it, you just keep mopping the floor. So they stopped mopping and rewrote it. 36,000 lines of the Windows kernel, now in Rust and shipping in Windows today. On top of that, 152,000 lines of DirectWrite, the text rendering engine, converted in roughly 6 months. Then a researcher found a bug in that new Rust kernel code, which is the real test. In the old C++, that same bug was a privilege escalation, a full system takeover. In Rust, the identical mistake did exactly one thing. It crashed. A clean blue screen instead of a hacked machine. This has been building for a while. Back in 2022, Russinovich told the whole industry to stop starting new projects in C and C++. Then he made it policy inside Azure. In his words, no more C and C++ components. Every new one is Rust. And in late 2025, the ambition went nuclear. A Microsoft engineer stated the goal flat out: eliminate every line of C and C++ from the company by 2030. That is around 1 billion lines, translated with AI agents doing the heavy lifting. Their internal target rate is almost comic. 1 engineer, 1 month, 1 million lines of code. Whether they hit the date or not, aiming there tells you where this is headed, and this is where it stops being a company preference and turns into something closer to policy, because the US government stepped in, and it is not being subtle. CISA and the FBI, the people who worry about attacks on power grids and hospitals, named memory unsafe languages a national problem. They set an actual date. By January 1st, 2026, any company building critical software is expected to publish a memory safety roadmap. A concrete plan for getting off C and C++. The only exemption is software already scheduled to retire before 2030. Skip it, and in their words, you are significantly elevating national security risk. That is a heavy sentence from a federal agency. The White House said much the same a year earlier, in a report literally titled, Back to the Building Blocks. The recommendation was blunt for a government document: move to memory-safe languages. They named the risk, and they named the fix, and it goes well beyond the two giants. Amazon, Cloudflare, Discord, and Dropbox all rewrote their hottest code paths in Rust and posted the wins publicly. Discord chased a lag spike for months in a garbage-collected language, switched that service to Rust, and the spike simply disappeared. And Rust now runs inside the Linux kernel itself, the software behind most of the internet. When Microsoft, Google, the US government, and Linux all move the same way at once, the whole industry has turned. Call it a tide. So let me be honest, because the title has a question mark for a reason. Is C++ a liability? For new code, more and more, yes. Is C++ dead? Not even close, and anyone telling you otherwise is probably selling something. Here is the reality. There are billions of lines of C++ running right now. Your bank, your car, your operating system, the game you played last night. Aircraft, trading engines, browsers, databases. The plumbing of modern life is C++, and you do not rewrite that on a slide. It will be maintained and paid well for decades, and C++ is fighting back. Bjarne Stroustrup, the man who created the language, is pushing hard against what he calls serious attacks on it. His answer is a feature called Profiles, a way to switch on safety guarantees inside C++ itself. It is a real effort, and I hope it lands, but there is a problem. Profiles missed the C++ 2026 standard. They are still partly on paper. Meanwhile, Rust ships that safety today, in production at Google and Microsoft. In a race about security, shipping beats promising. So the honest verdict is not that C++ loses, it is that the default flipped. For a brand new systems project in 2026, the safe, boring, resume-friendly choice is now Rust. C++ became the thing you maintain, not the thing you reach for first. That is the shift in one sentence. The safest language used to be the one you knew best. Now it is the one that will not let you make the oldest mistake in the book. If you write systems code, that is worth an afternoon of your week.